Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today, which is a bit late because I didn't actually record this in the last session, so I guess I should do 4 today. But today we will hopefully be finalizing the orbit of this craft, the soon-to-be renamed Kerbnik 2, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't really seem like that good of a name, but it's better than KSAT 2 Probe. Should we 2 or like Roman numerals are better for rockets? Probably have to fix the Kerbnik 1 in that case. So yeah. Okay, so I think I was off camera, but I upgraded the Space Center, or the tracking station, which means we now have flight planning, which means we have maneuver nodes, which means you can click on an orbit and put down this little thing, and you can say, okay, at this point, I want to burn retrograde, and then do this to the orbit, and then it'll tell you, okay, in this many seconds, burn for this long, and do this much delta V, and it's great. And you can even chain these together and say, like, okay, now over here I want to do a radial or a normal burn for this, and you can, it's great. They're the best. And also, we can warp to different nodes, which is good. So like here, instead of manually trying to warp and screwing it up, we can just click to warp. I think I can use the same, I could probably use the alarm clock for that too, but I think they have the built-in one working pretty well now, because like it'll warp to like just before it, I think. Yeah, it'll warp. Oh no, it's gonna go right up to it. Okay. Yeah, so regardless, we want to now pointing prograde, activate the RCS, make sure that we're, yeah, there you go. And then go ahead and time warp up just to push this out. We can, because we want to get close, like we want to push this out before doing any of the detailed adjustments. Yeah, okay. Just because it'll make it more efficient that way. Alright, RCS off. Oh, and actually, that was good enough apparently. Okay, I'll take that. In that case, yeah. Alrighty then. So, we have even more fuel than I thought we would need. Huh. I thought that would have taken significantly longer. Well then, I guess that's good to go. So go ahead and switch to the Kerbnik 1 to fix its name. No, you know, we should name the other one something different. This is the Kerbnik, the one and only. I can't just increment names, it's lame. So we get the Kerbnik, and then Polar Satellite. What could we call that? Are there any famous polar Earth satellites? I don't think so. I don't know. You guys should tell me what to call this. Otherwise, I'll come back to that, I guess. Whatever. Space Center. So I've got a couple more, I accepted a few more surface sample contracts. So I'll probably, I don't know, depending on how far away they are, I might be able to do them all in one run. If I upgrade whatever our current airplane is. I don't think we have any new airplane parts, really, but I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we run with the K2. Yeah, this one will probably cut it. So I guess we'll maybe start that just to fill up this episode. Cause I don't want this episode to go too long since the previous two did. And if I go too long on all of the ones today, then I'm just gonna run out of time. Run out of space on my computer. I like it. Yeah, so for these contracts, I need to take magnetic data, and laser ablation surface data. Alright, so put that there. I'll set it. Fine. Okay. Screw you too. Are you kidding me? Alright, that'll work. So that on top, and then surface ablation laser light imager. Okay. Can't remember how this one wants to line up. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Okay, so those I'll tuck away in there. And in fact, we should now. Oh no. If we upgrade the hangar once more, we'll get the full action group potential, but not just yet. Oh yeah, what I can do though is add these to hopefully act as air brakes, because that's always nice to have. And maybe that'll work, maybe it won't. Anyways, Valentina. Yeah. And we have a contract available for doing stuff with Minmus, but we haven't even been to the moon yet, so I doubt we'll do that yet. I really should lower this rear suspension some. They are awfully close to this engine, which, if you remember, we lost in a previous mission when I attempted to take off from the ground. So what we can do there is if we raise up the front gear, we'll at least be going a little flatter. That's still pretty high. Unless we give it a dihedral, which is always cool. So yeah, in airplane speak, the dihedral effect is when you slant your wings symmetrically. So like in this case, and I can't remember what the directions are, but if we give it a dihedral downwards, or a downwards dihedral angle, then the plane will be more sensitive to rolling. Because what happens is, like if we're flying straight, it's the same more or less. But then if like we roll to the left, so counterclockwise, then the left wing will be at it'll be more angled and thus have less lift, but then the right wing will be horizontal and it'll have more lift. And then since there's a difference in their lift, you'll then have an increased torque in the roll direction, so it'll want to roll even more. And so you see a lot of fighter jets might have this sort of dihedral. Like the F-22 I know has a slight dihedral, because then they can roll really quickly and it makes it more maneuverable. But it can easily be too much. So then if you have this sort of dihedral, which is like you see in a lot of planes for various reasons, beyond this, like structural reasons too, then in this case, if we roll to the left, now the left wing will be horizontal, the right wing will be highly angled, and thus there'll be more of a force, or there'll be more lift on the left, which will cancel out some of the roll, and thus it'll be more stable, but it'll roll slowly. So in this case, I want just to bring this down for the sake of the landing gear, and we will actually pull a World War II trick and do an inverted gull wing design, because they would do that specifically for the reason of getting the landing gear lower, because you can either put bigger landing gear, which is heavy and will cause more drag, or you can just arc the wings down like this and simultaneously make it look way cooler and improve the flight characteristics. And just want to adjust everything else so that it looks a little better, but do I still want those vertical? Yeah, I guess. And we should rotate this too. There, so now we have a cool, slick looking plane that I might have actually brought this down too low, actually. And I can actually pull these back up into the body a little, which looks better. And test that out. Okay, so the next plane will probably have, like, more engines. Probably I'll just stick sub-tank assemblies in the joint here, sort of like this R-71. It's got the little, like the engines are mounted out in the wings, the little nacelles. a lot of my planes end up with those. There, so now we have a much better angle on this, and hopefully all the surfaces still line up right. Yeah. Okay. And we are running out of time, as planned. Yeah. So I will go ahead and explore area CZS13W, Alpha through Gamma, Bob X Bulge, Alpha through Delta, and Zone 4-DX3H, Alpha through Gamma, looks like it. Fun stuff, that frankly you guys don't need to watch all of it, because honestly it's going to be kind of boring. So, yeah, come on. How do we navigation? Okay. So, alright, so I'll just take off and end the episode there. Because, I mean, takeoffs are cool, I guess. Honestly, this plane could use more engines, because this one's just like barely cutting it. But I mean, it works well enough. Oh yeah, so to show off, if I activate the brakes, these panels pull in and give us a little bit of braking force. Not too much. Nice high G turn there. Still got these huge canards on the front. Guess I'll just leave those on. So yeah, thank you for watching. Next week's of episodes will probably see us going to the moon. If I had to guess, I'd say like first episode will be building, or no, because we already pretty much built the rocket. So tweaking the rocket, I suppose if we want to be careful, we should do the orbiter and the lander separately, like on separate launches. So we'll do the orbiter, maybe do the lander in the next episode. Got some science available there. I'm not sure what that might have been. Some sort of shore something. I don't know. Whatever. And yeah, I will see you guys next time on Let's Boldly Go. Yeah. Bye.